Reality stares the New York Knicks in the face as they fall down 3-1 to the Indiana Pacers. And if they want to get to the NBA Finals, they're going to have to do something that no other team has done in the Eastern Conference Finals. And on today's video, we're going to talk about the heartbreaking truth as to why the Knicks are losing this series and the changes they're going to have to make if they want to come back and win. My question to you is this series over? Are you writing the New York Knicks off? And are you penciling in the Pacers to the NBA Finals? Sound off in the comments for me right now. Welcome in to New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Let's talk about it. I have a take about this series, one that makes my stomach hurt even thinking about saying it. And it goes against pretty much essentially everything that I believe has gotten the New York Knicks to this point. But first, let's zoom out and take a look at this game from a bird's eye view. The New York Knicks obviously lost because they didn't score enough points, but it's not the offense as to why you lost this game. You lost this game because the Pacers scored 130 points on 51% from the field and nearly 41% from downtown. I said it in the preview video of this series. The New York Knicks are not built and coached in a way to compete in a track meet with the Indiana Pacers. Maybe you can beat them one time doing that. Maybe two times doing that. But there was never a shot that the New York Knicks were going to beat the Pacers playing their game four times. Another major storyline of this game is the Pacers beat you in the assist category by 12. And you turned the ball over 6 more times than they did. If you get beat in the fashion that you did in the assist department, while on the flip side, you have 6 more turnovers than the other team, you are going to lose. I know it's only been 4 games this series, but the blueprint and the recipe for the Knicks winning is very evident, and it's very simple. Basketball is an easy game. Take care of the ball. If you out-turnover the Pacers, you're never going to win, because turnovers against the Pacers are almost automatic points for Indy. They get out and run, they get open looks, and they don't ever frickin' miss. And you got to get stops. If you want to beat the Pacers, you got to hold them to under 110 points because Indiana is undefeated when they pass that mark in the playoffs. And the New York Knicks, hey, they lost. They didn't get stops, and they turned the ball over. And they definitely didn't get stops or make it difficult for Tyrese Halliburton, who put together one of the best basketball games I have ever seen. 32 points, 12 rebounds, 15 assists, and 0 turnovers. A 30-point triple-double and a must-win game for his team, and did not turn it over one time. He valued every single possession. He got wherever he wanted, and he made every shot that he needed to make. I hate him. I absolutely do. But game, respect, game, and I tip my cap. Tyrese Halliburton, you've been the best player in this series. Jalen Brunson was fine on offense. 31 points, 47% from the field. I'll take that. But I thought he was sloppy with the basketball. I thought that he didn't act as a point guard. He didn't act as a floor general. And it was a ripple effect throughout the game. 3 turnovers for Jalen Brunson. 3 turnovers for Mikal Bridges. Bridges was terrible. And I've been a very loud critic of Mikal Bridges, and I've given praise when he deserves it. There has not been enough return on investment in this trade. You were brought here to guard ball handlers. You haven't guarded Tyrese Halliburton. You've been screened. I get it. The Knicks have been in constant rotation, but if you can't defend, you got to score. And 17 points on 40% from the field with a 3 coming in garbage time is just not going to get it done. And Josh Hart, I love you, man. You're one of my favorite players ever. I'm one of the biggest Josh Hart fans that there is. You chose a really bad time to play your worst game as a New York Knick. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 turnovers. All avoidable. 3 coming off errant alley-oop attempts. What are we doing? Another coming off a pocket pass where you tried to force the ball to a roller who wasn't open. And then at halftime, where I thought you would regroup and do the Josh Hart thing where you play way better in the second half to make up for the BS way you played in the first half, the first time you touched the ball in the second half, you stepped out of bounds, unforced. 11 turnovers between the Villanova trio. 11 turnovers for the Pacers. That's the story of the game. I thought Karl-Anthony Towns was actually pretty damn good. I don't think they have an answer for Karl-Anthony Towns when it comes to scoring the basketball. And I honestly thought he gave good effort and great effort on defense. The best stretch of the game for the Knicks was at the second quarter when Cat was in and Brunson was out. And they surrounded Karl-Anthony Towns with 4 defenders, with DeLon Wright, Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet, and OG Anunoby, or Josh Hart, I think was the 4th player on that lineup. Just like it's easy to diagnose the blueprint to win, basketball is really easy in this sense as well. The best players have to be the best players. And Halliburton has outplayed Jalen Brunson. Nesmith and Nembhard have outplayed Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges. And Pascal Siakam has he's outplayed OG Anunoby, who I actually thought had a hell of a game yesterday. And it wasn't a great game for Tom Thibodeau, who has been outcoached by Rick Carlisle in this series. The Knicks were never going to win this series if Jalen Brunson was outplayed, and Tibbs was outcoached, and Hart was outplayed, and Bridges was outplayed. Tom Thibodeau is a man of principle, and he has said it 500 million times. The game tells you what to do. And if the New York Knicks want to win this series, they need Tom Thibodeau to stand on business. I'm the biggest Jalen Brunson fan in the world. Anyone that knows me, anyone that watches this channel knows that. But for the New York Knicks to win this series, Jalen Brunson might just need to sit down a little bit more. And it's nothing to do with what Jalen Brunson has or has not been doing. It's just the data and the evidence. When Jalen Brunson is on the floor, the Knicks cannot get stops. When Jalen Brunson was on the floor in Game 4, the Indiana Pacers had an offensive rating of 147. That means in 100 possessions, they scored 147 points. That would be the worst in NBA history. When Karl-Anthony Towns is solely on the floor in the series, he has one of the better defensive ratings on the team. What does that mean? The New York Knicks' best plan of attack right now is to surround Karl-Anthony Towns with 4 defenders and eliminate ball penetration for Indy's offense. I hate to say it. I love Jalen Brunson. This needs to be a Karl-Anthony Towns series if they want to come back to win, because that's the only time that they've had success in this series. Or if you think you want to just go down with the starters in this series, the Knicks have to switch everything on defense. And they need to trust Jalen Brunson to play one-on-one defense versus Tyrese Halliburton, which they have refused to do. Indy has gone to that double drag action time and time again, which is essentially Tyrese Halliburton's the ball handler going left to right or right to left above the arc, and he goes through 2 screens. And Jalen Brunson becomes the drop defender, and he switches on to the screener, and it results in an open look every single time, or drop coverage for Halliburton, and he takes advantage. If you just switch everything and you trust Jalen Brunson to play one-on-one defense, that's how you got to win. He was able to do it against Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I know it's a different team, but at the end of the day, it's what you got to do. Or Jalen Brunson maybe only needs to play 24 minutes. And you need to rally around Cat, who they can't stop. The offense is not the problem at this point. It's the defense. And you're playing into the Pacers' hands. You need the Pacers to play your brand of hoops, which is one-on-one basketball. The Pacers can't beat you at your game, just like you can't beat the Pacers at their game. There's too many passes on each individual offensive possession for Indy for the New York Knicks to continue to try to fight over screens, not switch Brunson on this guy and switch on this guy. No, just to switch everything. Or you're going to continuously be chasing. And it'll be paint touch after paint touch after paint touch for Indiana. And that's how you create good looks. It's one of the best offenses I've ever seen in Indiana. And right now, the New York Knicks and Tom Thibodeau needs to look in the mirror and says, Jalen, I love you. I've known you your whole life. But to win this series, it's not a Jalen Brunson series. Because their best stretch has been when Jalen Brunson has been out. And I hope nobody thinks this is me turning on Jalen Brunson. Still my favorite player in the world. No other player I'd rather have as the face of this organization. But in the playoffs, it's about matchups. And sometimes in life, you got to make tough decisions to get the outcome that you want. And with your back against the wall, you may have to pull strings you haven't pulled before. And that might just be Jalen Brunson sitting with Cat playing and 4 elite defenders around him. I was coming into work today, and Patrick Seaman asked me, is this series over? And I didn't know what to say. I'm not ready for this season to be over. I'm not ready to quit on this team. And I'm not going to quit. They deserve that. Not once, not twice, but thrice, they have come back from 20 points in a ball game. They deserve the benefit of the doubt. And Las Vegas thinks they're going to win Game 5, as they are 5-point favorites in that ball game. Do I think they can win 3 in a row? I do. Do I know that they'll win 3 in a row? That's a different question. I don't know that they will. But I'll believe in them. I'll keep rooting and I'll keep fighting, and I hope that they just keep on fighting. Win Game 5, and then anything can happen. One game at a time, one play at a time. But all I ask Tom Thibodeau is this. Put your ego, your relationships, and your feelings aside. Do what you think is best for the New York Knicks. I think right now it's to go more cat-heavy than Brunson. We'll find out. Season on the line. Game 5 at the Garden. Do you got any pride for your fans? They deserve it. Play your tail off for them. Who's winning in the Eastern Conference Finals? Who's going to the NBA Finals? Knicks, Pacers, sound off for me. And make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. You can follow me, and we can talk more Knicks hoops over there. Come on. I'm not ready for it to be over. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Let's go Knicks.